Okay, welcome back everyone to another session of Sharky Plays Minecraft. We are back here once again in this in Novak's realm, I believe. Yes, we have Novak online as well. He's off somewhere up to a great adventure at the moment, I imagine. We've just woken up in the treehouse again, and a lot
I
has
was actually
happened.
just in bed, but okay.
Off on a great adventure in bed. There's probably a lot of changes that have happened here since last I was on, so I'm going to go and see what we can see. I'm not taking the emergency tunnel across. I'm just literally going to swim across the river. Take a bit of damage there. It's just a little bit quicker. Hi in the chat there. Wow, we've got a viewer with us already. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Just trying to see where we were up to last time. There's Novak. Hello. Let's see. Dear, I really should have checked the last video. It's been a while since I've actually put a recording up on the stream of this, so I can't be 100% certain what I've been through with you guys since last time and what I haven't. I'm sure I've shown you the base extensions. I'm pretty sure I remember going through all these things previously.
It just depends whether people have been watching Sky and me play as well, because if so, they've seen everything. If they're only watching for you, then none of the extensions were on. Maybe everything other than upstairs?
Yeah,
Possibly?
actually, now that you say that, I think the last time that I streamed, at least last time I streamed personally, these were all empty rooms, I think. You and Skeevers have been on since and put stuff in here. Like, for instance, this is where all the food and organic stuff is these days. So that's great. We've got some meat out of there
Yeah, I
before.
was gonna be using as much of the wheat as I could to go and get emerald.
Ah, perfect. Let me just have
Because I
a
have
quick
a
check.
village that I can trade wheat, potatoes, beetroot, and one of them just wants sticks for emeralds, which is
Perfect.
crazy.
Skeevers was telling me about that, and I can actually set exactly that up in our village, if you like, because I can make sure some of our villagers have those same jobs and those same trades. Thanks for
Oh,
the
yeah,
follow
that
there, Red Eye
that'd be
Hunter
cool.
95. Thanks for tuning in. So, yeah, before we head over there, I'll just grab some things, because there's definitely stuff over in the village that the stream hasn't seen. So before we go over there and see it all, let me just work out what we're going to need. We're going to need at least a fletching table in order to get our Novak's trade for sticks. So, flint. I wonder, do we have any flint down here? Surely we must somewhere. Yeah, of course not in building blocks. Why would it be in building blocks? Torches, cobble, nether. Miscellaneous?
I
Yeah, there it
was
is.
wondering whether or not could I use all of the hay and the wheat that we have available in order to get emeralds, because that's pretty easy to get more of.
Yep, I don't see a problem with that. And I actually was thinking, you know how I've got the automatic sugarcane farm upstairs, which we might go and check on real quick. I was thinking two
Yeah.
things. One,
Wait.
yeah.
Mm. No,
So,
it's all good. I thought of something, but then I realised, oh no.
so the two things I thought of is one, this brilliant bit of machinery here that's getting us sugarcane. Um, it's doing a great job, but now that we're spending sort of slightly more time over in the village, it'd be nice if there was one of these over in the village as well. So that way, no matter which side of the world we're on, one of them's always going. So
That's definitely clever.
I'm thinking of just
That's
literally building another one of these over in the village. I'll build it much more compact. I know the design now. I won't make it in such a big building with all this gap around it. I'll literally make it the size of the building, so that it's as narrow
right.
as
Yeah.
possible. And so that's over there. And the second thing I was thinking of was I had a quick look into ways we could do this for other things. And I remember you asked previously about can we set up these sort of automated farms for other things. And I found a way that we might be able to do this to make a wheat farm that automatically takes care of itself, harvests itself, plants itself, that kind of stuff. And basically, the way we
That
would do it,
sounds very
yeah,
clever.
is
That would
to
be good.
we would trick a villager into tending our own garden for us. That's kind of the plan. There's a way that we could build a little farm, box a villager inside there, give him the farmer job, and then also block the composter so that he can never actually put the crops in the composter. And what that means is in the long run, he's eventually going to fill up his own inventory space, his own personal inventory, and then when he harvests crops, he'll just start dropping them on the ground because he's got no place to hold them and he can't get to the composter. So all we've got to
That
do then
is
is
very
rig up a
technical and
rig up a
really
system to
clever.
pick things
That
up
sounds
that he
good.
just drops. So yeah, so that's going to take a bit of work. So I don't know whether I'm going to do that this session, but I've got that in mind as maybe something that can be done. But oh, it does look like we are heading for night. Let me just throw a bed down here in the middle of nowhere and hop in it. No, not just yet. Let's how about now? Nope. How about now? There we go. You in bed as well, Novak? There we are. Perfect. Okay. Just working out what else.
Apologies, I wasn't actually near my bed,
Ah,
and the
that's
other one
fine.
is not in my inventory at the moment, so I had to go all the way back
No worries.
upstairs. I'm gonna go
Just
grab the other one. Is there anything else I should be grabbing before coming over to the village?
yeah, that's what I'm just trying to work out now. It's literally all I've got is the fletching table on me, which will make one of the villagers into a fletcher, which is the one that trades the sticks for emeralds. There are composters over there
We
already.
could take the sugarcane, unless you've already taken all of it.
There's not that much sugarcane left. I have been taking it over in
Right.
waves, so that's
Okay.
fine.
I'm going to go to the other village for now.
Yeah, go for
that
it.
has the emeralds, and then I will be coming to get some mending books. How many have you got already?
I've
Or
got
have you
3
not?
sitting over there waiting.
Right. Okay.
So, yep, by all means, you can help yourself to those. I have also got some other villagers there traded up with things, and I can check them out and show them off to people when we get over there. Let's head in that direction now. If there's more stuff we need, we can come back for more stuff. Let's just get over there and get a plan sorted. So we're taking our shortcut through the nether. I see in the chat there a bit of activity. Okay, this is not my realm. It's not up to me to invite people to play in this realm. But thanks for the interest anyway, guys. Let's have a quick explore around here. So this is the brief outpost in the nether. It's been made a little bit fancier since last time we've probably been here. There is now the Sharky not so secret tunnel. It's not so secret anymore. It used to be a secret tunnel that was just inside of the netherrack, but it's now been enveloped as part of the base. And this is your first challenge to see who is worthy or not to enter Sharky's secret tunnel. Can you actually get through the door in the time it takes to press the button? Because usually I can't. Oh, first go with that. Must be worthy. At least
I thought you were
session.
calling me out there, but
No.
you have trouble as well.
I
Okay,
do.
fair.
Yeah, it's not just you, Novak. I catch myself constantly on that button, and I've got half a mind to turn it into a pressure plate any minute now. So I will probably do that at some point.
Please
this
do.
stream.
I think the maximum I've had to press the button before actually getting in the door was 9 times.
Oh, nine is a few too many. So
Yeah, just a little bit. It's
yeah,
only a small embarrassment.
So basically, this little nether shortcut just saves us a couple of minutes of running around in the overworld. We've cut through the nether because in the nether everything's 8 times closer. So we'll come to this other nether portal, and that will take us out to the village. Saves us running all the way out to the village, and it's a nice secure tunnel. And here we are. Whoops. And this is the other one now. Can I get through these doors? Ah, perfect. Okay. Don't mind Novak there, just teleport around. So, this is our village. Don't mind the ridiculous amount of torches everywhere. I kind of went a bit overboard. I put some torches around the paths to light the place up, and then I got paranoid things would spawn. Novak did a great job of putting torches all around the wall, which is beautiful, nice and symmetric and evenly spaced all the way around. And then I just went ham with all the other torches, because we literally have a chest of torches back at the base. So I thought, well, they're there, let's actually use them. So I have flooded the base. Ash will probably have a fit when he gets here and actually sees all this, but that's alright. So everything looks a lot nicer here since we were here last. So I'm trying to remember how long ago it's been since anyone's seen this on any stream, on either my stream or with Skeevers or Novak. Projects that were underway previously was getting this wall in the first place, getting this wall around things. Let me maybe just pop into creative mode just so that I can show things off properly. I can fly up here and actually see the scope of what's going on here. So this is all nether brick that has been painstakingly mined by Novak, mainly, from the nether. As you do, that's where netherrack comes from. And yeah, this was all netherrack, and it's all been smelted down into nether bricks, crafted into nether bricks, into blocks, and used to build this wall. There are some patches that still need a bit of a touch up, like down we go, like this section over here, as you can see, still a little bit of dirt and sand where the wall used to be. There's been an incredible amount of terraforming that's gone on here. This village used to be very mountainous. You can kind of see by the landscape around outside. The box looks kind of like a big container holding the land in. It's like holding the sand up at that height.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
but
go for it.
How long? Because what's it called? The villagers.
Yeah.
They reset their things. You can only trade a certain amount.
Yeah,
per
16
day.
trades, and then they're full. Yep. Or they're empty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what? They reset it twice, I think.
Yes, my understanding is
How
that they reset
long
twice.
are the days?
Oh, a Minecraft
Like
day. I think a Minecraft day
how
is
long
like
is that
maybe
in
15
our
minutes.
minutes?
I'm not sure. It might be 10 to 15 minutes
Okay.
as a Minecraft day.
Okay. Thanks.
So, yep, no worries. Just doing a little bit of aerial fly around here. Yeah, I think the place has come up real nice now. We've smoothed the land out, filled everything up, made it all sort of one consistent level. Well, not one consistent level at all, really, but we've made it a lot more sort of natural around the place. We've got paths everywhere. The iron golems are slowly getting themselves stuck in awkward positions here, but what can you do about that? We did have some fun with this fenced area here. Various people were getting themselves stuck in there. There used to be some hay bales here that people climbed up onto and then used it to jump the fence and get themselves inside. Took us a while to actually figure out that there is literally a gate here we could use to let people out. But one of the nitwits of the village managed to get themselves trapped in there, and then, totally unrelated, a second nitwit from the village walked over and began to have a chat with him. So while they were standing there talking, I quickly threw these fences down, and they are now blocked into their own little tiny pens. So that's got them out of the way, and not getting in the way of things. Because if you've watched any of my streams in Sharky Streamtopia, not in this realm, in my own private world, you will remember how much of a pain the nitwits were in our village. Whenever we weren't looking for anyone, we just constantly kept finding them.
I also thought that was possibly calling me out again, because I was the one who was trying to get them out. So
no.
Wait, is that me or the villagers?
They are firmly locked in there for good now. The only way you're getting these pair out is if you break down their fences. But
Okay, helpful because
Yep.
also it means that animals can be used and
Yes, we can
possibly
get the
killed
animals
without
out.
smacking the
Absolutely.
villagers by accident.
Yep.
Which, considering there's an iron golem trapped in there too, that's probably not a good idea.
Speaking of the iron golem that's trapped in there, he was looking a bit worse for wear previously, but I tested out my theory of feeding him iron ingots, and sure enough, if I gave him some iron ingots to eat, he gets a whole lot better. So he's back to full health
That
again.
is good to know.
Yep, so
That's
he's all fully
nice.
restored. It looks like we used to have several babies in this village, but they've all grown up now. But you guys would never have seen that because that was never on stream. So we got a bunch of extra people here. I've given them some jobs. Oh, by the way, here we go. So for point of reference, the floating things over here, this used to be ground level at one point. Alright, so by point of comparison, there's some of the averaging that's happened here. Some things have gone up, some things have gone down to try and balance the landscape out a bit. And let me get back out of creative mode, because inevitably we're going to start doing something. We'll be in creative. So we have, let me go and show off the whole reason we're over in this village in the first place. We're basically exploiting the economy over here with the broad goal of enchantments. That's the name of the game here, but there's a lot of economy involved in this. I'm looking for the librarian. There he is, talking to the toolsmith. Never figure out which one's the toolsmith. Where is he? So he's our librarian. After much trial and error, we've managed to find a librarian that for the low price of 35 emeralds and one book will give us an enchanted book of mending. Yeah, everyone's in bed except me. Ooh, okay. You able to hop in bed, Novak? Actually, it literally doesn't matter for me.
I have made a mistake again. I forgot to pick the bed up.
That's
So
fine. Do you
if
need
you
me to
could
sleep,
change the
or
time, that would be no. If we could just change the time,
okay?
that would be.
All right, we'll just squeeze out of that. I'm actually totally safe over here now. This village is lit up to the point that it can survive at night time. I tested it out earlier.
You say that,
Yep.
but when you couldn't sleep earlier, like because you weren't actually on, you were online but not online.
Yep.
We ended up with a zombie child and an enderman and a skeleton in our house.
Really?
So yes.
Well, that's the house. You haven't seen this place.
Yeah, but oh right, okay. Well, I'll make my way over there in a bit then.
No, that's fine. So, yeah, where's the Oh yeah, so I showed you guys the librarian. He's giving us books of mending, which is one step in the process of loading up with enchantments and things like that. We have with us, I think we're actually 100% out of emeralds. Let me just check. Yeah, we're completely out of emeralds. There's 3 mending books that we've gotten so far. Here he is, cartographer. He's the one that gets us our emeralds, at least he has been so far, because he loves paper. So that's why we've got that automatic sugarcane farm back over at the home base, in order to get sugarcane, to get paper, to give to this guy, because he'll give us free emeralds for that. Glass panes also do the trick as well, so if we're ever running low on that, we can always just go to the desert outside and convert half the desert into glass panes, and we'll do the same sort of job. So that's how the economy gets started. That's where we get the emeralds from. But we have been trading up. I've put down a couple of other job stations. I've commandeered a few other locations and stuff. So this used to be a farmer, this guy down here. He now is an armor person, an armorer. So we have got all sorts of things. We've upgraded him to master level. So we can now buy full enchanted diamond armor from him. And you can see some of those are quite okay. The helmet and the chest plate are not terribly anything to write home about. Boots okay. Those diamond leggings are not too bad. And in fact, I think I've got the legs and the boots on at the moment. So testing them out. So they work quite nicely. And they provide us with a good base starting point for enchanting some things up a little bit higher, because they are diamond gear that already have some enchantments on them. So rather than starting from scratch, we can start from that. And as you can see from the smithing table and the grindstone here, we have been getting some of these guys up and back. The toolsmith has now worked his way up. I've been feeding him iron ingots for emeralds as well. We have now worked our way up to these trades here. And you can see I've gotten this incredible diamond axe from him with fortune, unbreaking, and efficiency on it. So we've snagged ourselves one of those because that's unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen that on an axe before. The pick is interesting as well. So there's our silk touch. So we can get ourselves a diamond pick with efficiency and silk touch as a nice starting point. It does mean that we can't get fortune on this one. So maybe we set up a second toolsmith, see if we can't get a second offering for a different diamond pick. So we've got a bit of variety there. And then the two most interesting ones, for 12 emeralds, so I'm working discounted price here, at 12 emeralds we can get an iron shovel with efficiency 2, but for the low price of only 11 emeralds we can get a diamond shovel with efficiency 2. So somehow we've managed to get to a point where this toolsmith is happy to sell us both an iron shovel and a diamond shovel, both enchanted with efficiency 2, but the diamond shovel is 1 emerald cheaper. So I got one of those as well, just in case I want to empty the desert of its sand. A efficient diamond shovel will be good for that. So that's got some of these things underway.
I have made a mistake
Yeah.
that I may need help.
Where
I
are
accidentally broke the composter. No, I may need help getting a new farmer because he was the person I was getting emeralds from, and I accidentally broke the composter.
Have you ever traded with him before?
Yeah, I have.
Well, then he will still be a farmer. So the rules for villager identities is that, once you've traded with them once, they're that thing for life.
Right, okay, thanks. I thought I'd made a big mistake. Gosh.
No, that's fine. The only way that would happen, he will lose his job, but the only way that can happen is if he's never been traded with before, because he's not broken himself into that profession then.
Right, okay.
Yep. Okay, so we brought over with us a fletching table. So we're going to stick him down, and I guess we stick him here to get everyone in the same place. We need an unemployed villager. I'm looking at this guy over here. So I reckon you are unemployed. You are. How'd you like to come over and be a fletcher? Oh no, someone's going to beat you to it. Look at that. Your friend beat you to it. He will trade an emerald for some arrows, or he'll do this gravel to flint trade, which is no good, because the whole reason we're doing this is for the stick one. So I'm going to break him this diamond axe. Wow, look how quickly that broke. Reset him, put it down again, become a fletcher again. Nope, the other guy's going to take your place. That's incredible. You're going to take turns, are you? Nope, you have the exact same trades as the other guy. Let's break it again. Alright guys, who wants it now? Back to the first guy again. No. Have I somehow got this wrong? Have I misremembered who does this trade? Wow, they're giving me the exact same thing. It's making me feel like I've misremembered this. Really quickly look this up.
I'm pretty sure that you've got the right person.
So you think it is the Fletcher?
Go and check though. Yeah,
that's right.
No, yeah, definitely Fletcher. So the one that I've got at this village trades string, trades feathers and sticks and all this other stuff for
That's
emeralds.
all further down though, yes. Now I'm just looking at that now. There are 3 possible trades the Fletcher can get at the first level, and I've lucked out 3 or 4 times in a row and gotten the other 2 trades every time. So that's fine. I would just keep breaking it until we get the stick one. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't somehow doing the wrong thing. Alright. Come on again, sir. Now don't go over and talk to the other villagers. You don't have a job. Come over here and be a Fletcher. Sir. Yeah, we've hit that sociable time of day where everyone wants to stand around the bell and chat. Come on, anyone wants to be a Fletcher. Over this way. Here he comes. Yes? No? No, you're literally going to walk past the job station. Fine. Yes. Oh, now you're just having me on. Come on, come on. You're practically touching it. There. Anyone? You. You look like you're coming to be a Fletcher. Perfect. And you don't have to trade. Let's break it and try again. Okay. Come again, sir. One more time. There it is. Finally. 32 sticks for 1 emerald. Let's see if we can't just make that trade happen now and lock him into that. 6, 7, and 8. There we go. So I'll give him 32 sticks. I have the emerald. Thank you, sir. And now you are a Fletcher for life. So we'll put our emerald back in the emerald chest, just like that. Okay, it is getting dark again. You need me to sleep again, Novak? I mean, well, skip the time again?
I do finally have a bed, so I am going to be sleeping.
Okay, that's fine. I will hop in bed too. Let's sleep here and look over at the, well, I can't because I put the bed down the wrong way. I was going to say sleep here and look over at all the other villages that you sleep in. But, there we go. So, I don't think I did a real good job of thoroughly explaining everything that's happened here since last time, but I think you get the gist of it. What's important is where we're going now. And we're looking at getting a heap more emeralds on the go, because that's kind of the bottleneck in the economy. We just don't have enough emeralds, because way over there is the cartographer, and yeah, he'll take paper and he'll take glass panes, and that's all well and good, but that's kind of limiting. Just because we're not getting all that much sugarcane if we're not at home, if we're always out and about. So what I plan to do is to build another sugarcane processing plant over here somewhere, and also, I mean, sticks are a bit harder. That's just going to come from trees, and so that's just a bit of manual labour. Hi everyone. Looks like we do still have someone unemployed. That's good. We've got people we can work with then. You might be the farmer one day, sir. We might build some automatic wheat farm with you at some point. Or you could be a second toolsmith, actually. You might give us a different deal on the diamond pick, which actually reminds me, in this chest, all the bonus things we've got. There's all our iron. So that must mean that the weaponsmith, the guy with the eye patch, yes, we actually haven't traded you up to master level yet, so that's got to happen at some point. But yeah, I think that's going to require the emeralds, because we can't really afford to throw all our coal into this, because coal tends to come and go, and sure we can, but it will be more sustainable if I can throw emeralds at this. So we'll trade him up once we get a bit more emeralds. When we get more emeralds, we're going to need a sugarcane farm at this end of town. So I'm just currently scouting around where to put it. I'm thinking it may be literally over here. In this sort of flat bit here. Just seeing if there's a particularly nice place. Maybe we could do it here in this patch here, in fact. Right here. It was, I'm just going by memory, 7 by 15. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7's easy fit here. 15, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this fits here fine. So we could put it in this section here. Get rid of these floating things here. And that keeps it relatively central. And it keeps all the activity up the top. Less stuff happening down the bottom there. So maybe that's what we do. Maybe we do it over here. And I'm just looking at what these other places are built out of, so we can keep the same style going. As bad as it sounds, I'm going to have to break this to find out what it is. That looks like stripped oak. Here's a stripped oak log. Okay.
You can find out by doing, well, on a map
using
it's
F3
F3,
to look at it.
and then looking,
I can.
you
That's
don't necessarily have to break.
a bit smarter, isn't it? Yeah. So that's stripped oak, as I said. White terracotta. That's annoying. I don't think I've ever made and used terracotta in any building ever, but that's a challenge. Let's do it. White terracotta. That's obviously just cobblestone. And yep, oak planks and things like that. So yeah, a bit of mossy cobble there too.
We have used terracotta when we made our swimming pool. We made it with orange terracotta, and
Okay.
that just needs clay balls and a furnace.
That was going to be my next
And then,
question. How do you actually
white
make
dye.
terracotta? Whoops. Is
Yeah.
terracotta with 2 R's? It is. And so should I be looking in the furnace here? No. So, I mean, I literally haven't unlocked the recipe, which means I probably never held clay before. So, maybe...
I believe we may have some spare clay in base in building blocks.
Oh.
So you could pick them up just to check.
I'm just going to see if I can't find some clay right here. There. Picked up some there. There was some clay in the pond. So I will fill that up there, run back up to the crafting bench, check to see that I unlocked the recipe. And I'm doing it wrong again. It was in here, wasn't it? Okay, so you're gonna have to tell me how did you make terracotta? You cooked up clay blocks, did you? So I'm gonna have to put this clay into a block. There we go. That's better. So now, there it is. So there's terracotta. So cook up clay. Perfect. So how do I make the different coloured terracotta things then? I suppose it's just terracotta with dye or something, is it? No. Well, let me cook that.
I am just asking for expert advice on how to actually make the terracotta, because it wasn't me. So
that's fine. I've just figured out that if I cook,
for you.
Yep, if I cook a block of clay, it's turned into terracotta. And now, it should have just unlocked other recipes. Yes, there they are there. That's it. So I just put dye and the terracotta around it. So just like dyeing anything else, dyeing wool, dyeing glass. Yep. So I can just dye the terracotta. So that means if this was this white terracotta? Is that what it said? Genuinely. I would call that pink, if anything, not white. So weird. I suppose, well, I guess if you took terracotta and you covered it in bone meal and made it look as white as you could, that's probably the whitest you would get terracotta, right? Because it's starting this sort of deep red. So, yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, picking up eggs everywhere. Let's get rid of those. Okay, well, let me run home and we will start to get some supplies in order to build. One of these over here as well. So if I'm making it the same configuration as the one back at the home base, then that's going to take 30 pistons, 30 observers, needs an initial outlay of 30 sugarcane, 30 sand for them to grow on, 30 redstone dust, and then basically as many hoppers as I can figure this out with. So one of the things that I didn't do wrong, but I slightly regret. Oh, okay, failed the door check. Try number 2. Number 2 failed. Number 3 got it, third time. All right. There you go. Worthy on the third attempt. Yeah, one of the things that I remember mentioning that we kind of wish I did differently with this building, because the sugarcane plant over here, I built it trying to match the side dimensions of the orange box here, but without really thinking it through 100%, I've had to have the hopper at the front here, which in a sense was in my mind how it was always going to happen, but in a practical sense, the hopper would have made more sense on the side here, because it means I would have needed only about 3 or 4 hoppers, instead of needing like a 7 or 8 that I've used for that. So this will be my chance to spin the whole thing sideways, I reckon, and see if we can't get this coming out at a much better angle. So let's go and get what we're going to need. We're going to need, well, let's start with just getting a bunch of wood, redstone, and iron and start making these things. Some iron. Some redstone. Just a bunch of wood. What does... I'm not sure if it does an observer require nether quartz? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, 1 block there. Oh, and we're just needing copper. So... dear. One thing I do remember, last time I streamed, I'm sure of it, we went through this whole routine of coming down these stairs all the time, up and down these stairs, and do I turn left, do I turn right, what chests are everything in, and we had this whole little rhyme and stuff that we figured out to work out where to go to look for all the materials, and I'd have to say the chests have actually changed layout maybe 2 or 3 times since then, so everything's playing musical chests with us. But that's okay. Keeps us on our toes. Maybe it makes the stream a bit more interesting. I don't know. This is the cobble chest now, so let's go there. And quartz, nether quartz, which was this one. Perfect. Okay. Let's get some of this made then. So observers. Would you look at that? Say we needed 30, and somehow that's given us exactly 30. Couldn't have planned that any better if I tried. Does mean that I'm going to need to eat more cobble now, but that's fine. I massively underestimated what that was going to take.
It's time to sleep.
Time to sleep? Alright, I will lay down in the hallway right here. Thank you for reminding me. I should probably put my clock on the hotbar instead of the bed, really. That way I'll actually know. We need pistons. 30 of those. Oh, look at that. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do that. So now I can limit 30. Now I can shift click. Look at that. Let's use in the middle. There we go. So what have we got? We've got 30 pistons, 30 observers. We needed 30 redstone dust to go with them. I think that's all the actual machinery. I'm going to need more iron and more wood because that's going to be for making the hoppers. But I think we're good for those. Famous last words. Puts them back and discovers he needs more. So let's put them back and we'll discover if we need more. Heap more wood so we can make all of these little hoppers and things. We don't have a chest with sand in it, do we? That's just one thing we don't really keep in stock. Oh, well, there's 7 sand there, but that's That's not really what I'm after. Ooh, there's a heap of yellow terracotta. And orange, and just regular terracotta. Well, can I re-dye terracotta that's already been dyed once? I very much doubt it, but I'm going to try. Let me. Ooh, what sort of recipe was that unlocked? So yeah, we've got to put dye in. It's got to be regular terracotta, surely. Was that a first recipe that I just unlocked? Yeah, glazed terracotta. So, whoops, we don't do that. Well, never mind, we wasted a coal now. Okay, so if I cook terracotta, it glazes it. I guess I knew that. We've never really done that before. So, what am I looking for? We got dye in any of these chests here? If we do, it'll be up in the organics one, won't it? Let's go up and check there. Organics. Yep, so these are the flowers that will make us some dyes. Let's check if there's any just dye as this. Oh, can I use the bone meal as dye? Like that still works, doesn't it? Yeah, white dye. So now the question is, can I use that? Oh, come on, doors. Can I use that with this? No, I can't, because it's already yellow, so I didn't expect I would be able to. But I should be able to use that with just regular old terracotta. So, wherever that was. Yeah. Pretty sure it must have been in that gap there. Orange, so there's regular terracotta. So, if I put that there, surround it by that. Yep, that's how we make our white terracotta. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to need a bunch more of that, which means I need a bunch more clay. So, and there's some clay there. Perfect. Like that. I'll put that back there. This is going to come out of 16 terracotta. I have no idea how many we're going to need. Let me get that auto smelting. We're going to need 2 more white dye. This one. No, this one. There we go. Looks like the old shield's starting to get a bit worse for wear. Oh, and the helmet's nearly busted. Maybe I have a peek in here. It's the armor chest. Yeah, by the way, this room now has got miscellaneous things in it. Don't look in these unless you want to see a literal double chest full of stone axes. But this one is the end here. I've mostly filled this up with chainmail armor from villager trades. But we can at least grab a nice replacement helmet. I mean, they're not enchanted or anything, but the helmet's better than no helmet. And we are wearing 1 piece of gold already, but that's okay. We'll get a gold helmet. So hang on to that for when the other one breaks. Still cooking away. Wow, it's usually only halfway through them. 16 of that, or another 8 of that, 16. What else are we needing? We needed the sand, we needed the sugar cane. And yes, sand was one of those things that's just not in these chests, are there? Because here we found just a couple of sand here, so that's fine. We will just go find 30% of iron. As a matter of fact, now that I say this, it didn't have to be sand. This grows on dirt as well, but I used sand only because of the aesthetic, because I was building with sandstone and with birch, right? So that had the yellow theme to it. This can probably be on dirt. So, no, we don't need 30 of that at all. Let's put 3 of that there. There we go. So there's 30 dirt there. So we need 30 sugar cane. Now, that I know is going to be up in the organics chest area. Let's turn that into more white terracotta. I have no idea if 24 is enough. I'm making a stunning prediction at the moment that it will be nowhere near enough, because that's just the way this always works. Sugar cane. I thought there was some leftover sugar cane. Ah, there it is. It's in the food chest. I guess that makes sense because it is. It turns into sugar, which is food. So. Okay, 30 sugar cane done. That's a lot of watermelon there. Okay, what else are we going to need? Let's see. We've got the sugarcane to grow, we've got the dirt to put it on, we've got all the machinery to bust them. We've got to turn these into hoppers, and then we need the other building materials. So let me try and take a real stab in the dark at how many hoppers we need. Okay, let's think this through. We need one under the center one. That's going to go across one to be underneath where the sugarcane actually is. That's going to go across another one, so a third one underneath the line of pistis. That's going to go across a fourth one to be underneath the line of observers, but then that one can empty out into a chest. So we should only need 4 of these. So let's make ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's one of those we'll set aside as the one that the sugarcane actually goes into. And now we make ourselves 4 hoppers. Okay, 4 hoppers into the chest. What are we going to need? We're going to need probably a little bit of glass to look in it, just like the other one outside. Just trying to imagine how much glass there is in the one outside. I think I have to go out and have a look for reference. Oops, that's where the iron goes. And it is getting dark out here. Let me pop a bed down real quick. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Top of the food. So it's 3 at the front and 3 at the back. So these are going to act as the actual windows of the building, really. And all of this sandstone, that's going to be the actual walls of the building. Well, I say it's going to be the walls of the building, but another wall on this side. So this can just be like dirt here, because this is going to be completely closed in. Wall will come out one more, but this will be the front face. This will be a collection point. So a sign that says sugarcane would be nice. We need the actual building materials now. So a bunch of oak. Yeah, oak planks. But we need stripped oak logs. And I guess an oak sign to fit the theme. So, oh wow, there's not many oak logs, is there? That's fine. We'll work with that. There's an oak sign. I will take a door and a pressure plate. How about that? Now, here's something I've been meaning to try. Does this work? Can I do that? Can I? No, I can't. I wondered whether I could just strip. Oh. Okay, that is not what I was expecting at all. If I do that... Oh, I don't know that I like that. It's like it's unstricted. Okay, so to strip these, I'm going to have to just place a bunch of these down and go for it, right? Right. Strip like that, yeah. Okay. So let me just place all these down and strip them. Something I have no idea about, but I've never had an axe with fortune on it, a diamond axe. I'm assuming that means that there's a chance I can get bonus wood somehow. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so, because these things just drop one block. It's not like they ever drop multiple blocks. I've still only got 16 of them that I started with. So, who knows? So there's some of our building blocks. We've got those, we've got doors, we've got sign, we've got a helmet when our helmet breaks. I think that's probably pretty good. We could do with some more dirt and cobble, because invariably we will just run out. There's some dirt. And cobble's over here. There we go. Okay. I think we are good to go. We run back to the village now. Left the front door open. Oops. Back to the village. And we'll see if we can't make ourselves a glass. Ah dear. See if we can't make ourselves a replica thingo. Well, look, in order to get glass, we're going to need. There's one they're called. We're going to need 6 sand. And oh look, there was even 7 sand at home, wasn't there? Oh, that's fine. I'll just dig 6 sand out from here, and we'll turn that into glass. That'll get us going. We'll get that going. Jumping, 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 jumping. Okay. Don't like the sound of that at all. Uh-huh. At some point I'll build a bit more of a neater staircase or something for when we come out of there. We'll actually get up the top here. So 6 sand. I wonder if I can sneak 6 sand up the edge of this without making it look too bad. I'll pop 6 off the edge here. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2 more than I needed. We put 2 of it back. One's there. Oof. Another one's there. Okay. Let's get those cooking up. That will be our glass. Okay, so let's. Oh, bust down a bunch of these torches here. Let's map out where this is going to go. So I feel like it would be really nice if at the end of this road that just went straight into where the chest is. So that's going to define our center point for everything. So in terms of there, we would have, let's see, so I'm gonna put down the chest, and that's gonna anchor everything. If the chest is just in the ground here, the chest is going to be just one over the edge. So I'm just looking in this line. The chest is here. If the chest is here, like that. That means that the rest of the structure is here. But okay, and here's my first oversight. The chest is where the wall is. Okay, let's go one back. You're gonna have to be creative. Okay, so the wall is going to be coming through here. The chest is going to be under the wall, which means we're going to have to put like a half block or something right above it there. And I want to do the standard thing where I have this lowered down to the chest. So like some little stairs or something to take us down to the chest there. Would be a nice way of doing that. Okay. So if that's the chest, so this is the let's put the hoppers in, and that'll really tell us if we've got this right. Okay, test it out. Put the sign in there. Will it end up in the chest? It does. Okay, so that means that our water is running this way. Where's our problem? So 15, 7 and 7 with 1 in the middle. This is the middle one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right there is the edge of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That. So the water is going to run in a channel from there to there. Okay. Which means if the water's there, and actually that's not right because that's got to be over the central water. So we've got to be across one more. It's actually there. So if that's the water there, then the sugarcane is sitting up on this one here. So we'll put down now 30 dirt. Okay, oh, and we are sleeping again. climb in bed if you need us to switch today, Novak. Oh, perfect. There you go. You're in the middle of doing it too. Alright. Let's put that back there. Okay. So let's fill that up with some water. So that one's going to go down there. That should reach just to there. Let's go get some more water. Don't want that yucky swamp water. I'll take this nice clean water from this little pond just here. Ouch. Okay. We'll fill that back up again later. That means that we are good to put 30 sugarcane down here. I'm assuming that dirt will still turn to grass even with sugarcane on it. I guess there's no way to know until we just wait and see. So that means that we need the pistons. So some of this thing here. So the pistons are going to be facing that way. So let's. Oops. Almost a perfect run. So there's our pistons. We need observers sitting on top of those. So that might help to have some of this built up on the other side. So let's actually get to doing that. So we need 2 cobble along here. Okay, let's put. Oh. I seem to remember that happening when we got this the first time. Yeah. No, that's fine. We can manage that. Where's that one we miss? So let's put and we're gonna actually I'm gonna run ourselves out of cobble and dirt and things like that. I didn't really prepare with a mountain of cobble. You could just go dig a bunch, really. Or just as quickly run back and get it. Actually, get some even closer. Just in the that's stone bricks. Look, we're running home. Let's do it. While we're here, let's flatten that water. It's not too bad now that we've got this the shortcut. I feel like it's a lot quicker and easier to run home like this. This always spooks me though. Coming into the nether, immediately hearing that sound, because I assume the worst, that something's in here. It has happened. You might think this emergency tunnel looks incredibly safe, but it has been known to spawn all sorts of nasties in here. And so maybe that's actually going to be our next job after we finish building the sugarcane farm. maybe we work on getting the monorail down here. So, was there a cobble here? I think it was just stone bricks here. I don't want to waste good stone bricks on this. Let me go get some worthless cobble back from the original base. And let's work out, is there anything else we actually need while we're home? We're probably going to need more stripped oak, more oak planks, aren't we? Let me get more of some things. We're going to need more terracotta. I mean, it's one of those things I want to make a heap more terracotta than we're going to use, so. One stack of cobble's plenty, right? I'm going to take 2 stacks because it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Let's see. Yeah, more oak wood, just in case. Now, there used to be so much oak wood here, and I've used almost all of it. Okay, let's run back to the village without a thought for anything else we might need. Because surely we have everything. Look at that, first go. Seems like maybe that iron door only rejects you in one of the directions. So I seem to pass through that way fine nearly every time, but it's the other direction that you always get caught on. But yeah, soon enough, once we put a little minecart track down here to save on the old jumping legs, we will also take the opportunity to swap those out for a pressure tank. I reckon we do the same here too. I reckon we put the pressure plate on this side so we don't even need to push those buttons. Because that annoys me as well. Alright. That's what I'm doing. Bouncing around. It's good, it's good. Chuck this egg. Yep. Okay. So if I put a bunch of observers down here, that's better. And I think, memory serves, we need one more layer of this so that I can put down the redstone dust, in fact. Put the redstone down here. Right. So this should be fully powered now. The minute any one of those grows up, they should trigger those, which triggers that, which pistons those. Okay. So, and that's 45 extra cobble there. So, yep, if we hadn't brought the extra stack, we would have been 15 short. Alright. So, let's go over and do the exact thing on this side now. 45 more cobble here. I'll just tidy up the landscape a little bit here because it's going to encroach on all this. Oh no. I was worried about that. I was. So I'm looking down at the block. There we go. I'm just gonna have to crouch. And you have a row of 15 little faces looking at 15 other little faces. Sun's on its way down again. Let's set up bed on top of the whole setup. Nope, you can't sleep yet. Okay. Give it a few seconds. Jump up and down and watch the sun go down. Looking over the wall at the sunset. It's not so bad when you're at the highest end of the village and there's the moonrise up there.
Is there any chance we could get the time changed because I've lost my bed?
Oh, okay then.
So that
Right there.
Thank you.
No worries, no that. We'll pop that back there, and we'll just pretend we set that one. So they're all set. I suppose I should block this up before any villagers start walking in the middle of it. Yep, just like that. You're gonna love that when the pistons fire, aren't you? And there's the rain. Okay. I was just about to do that. Good job, Novak. Oh, and you've gotten yourself out. Perfect. Well, let me take this chance to block the place up then. And this is where we work out. So it's cobblestone along the bottom, and it's this stripped edge.
Yeah, that was extremely close with a zombie in this village, and I believe this village might be another one that we could possibly put a nether track to, because I can now use melons for emeralds. I have two separate farmers that can both use wheat for emeralds, and got obviously sticks for emeralds, and it's yeah. This village is very lucrative, and I've got 2 full stacks of emeralds now.
Wow. The trick is, of course, going to be making sure that we can get this stuff renewable. I suppose I should try and set up a melon farm at some point, since you've got melons going. How many melons does it take to get an emerald? 16?
No, it literally it only takes 2.
2 melons for an emerald?
Like two full melons.
Oh,
like you have
not
to make
not
them...
2 melon slices. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and a full melon is what? You have to put 9 slices back together, do you?
9, yeah.
Yeah.
So
really it's 18 slices.
I mean, that can be lowered, though.
Yeah, of course. Well, it can be lowered. 2 melons down to 1 melon.
It's all over hills, and yeah, it's going to be really difficult to put walls around this place.
Oh well, that's a project for us to aim towards then, I guess.
Yep, definitely. Like, I've got the coordinates, and yeah, already started all the trades. So
nice. Okay. Put that up there. Put that one more up there. The rest of this is the terracotta now. With the exception of the 3 that we can look in, which would be at this level, we look in. That seems kind of low. So I would actually put it up 1. Like that. That's it. I think they needed way more terracotta, but that was not a surprise, really. Okay, so repeat that up this end now. Don't go in there. Just because you're unemployed doesn't mean you can just wander inside. Well, somehow we've ended up with exactly the correct amount of this stripped oak log, which is perfect. I mean, one of these things I have to check out. And now we're going to put these down. Excuse me. Just stick that there to plug that hole, stop people hopping up there. But that's now fully enclosed, and it should also technically be working, which means once any of those grow up to the third height, we should end up with sugarcane there. There's nothing at the moment. There's that rain back again. Wow, that didn't take long. Alright, let's what do I see if I can do that? Ha! I've learnt the command.
I was actually already in bed getting ready to sleep. But
oh, sorry.
thanks.
Okay, so let's work at exactly how much more terracotta we need to pull this off. And of course, looking at this now, the roofs are going to be kissing. Oh, this whole thing's one too close to that. I didn't account for the fact that the roof sticks one block over the wall. So this was the wall. We knew that. We said this was going to be the wall all along. But I thought I'd left the one block gap between them. Nope. The roof's going to stick over by one. In fact, it's actually going to stick over by one. And just butt straight into that. So, yeah, see, if we were smart about this, we would have done this. We would have left like 4 blocks or whatever it is between the structures. It's not like this couldn't have gone across. I mean, we would have created more land there. Totally could have gone across. But yeah, it just means that now that's going to be jammed straight into that. Oh well. That's what it is. I mean, look, here's a crazy idea for you. If we knocked down this little house, we just didn't tell anyone, that would also give us a bunch of terracotta back. We could literally just reuse their terracotta. It does give us all that stripped oak log that we don't need though. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some extras of it. I mean, this one over here is terracotta, but it's not stripped, that's just ordinary oak. The design does change throughout town, right? Because down here we've just got straight oak house, here we've got stripped oak with cobble, here we've got just regular oak with cobble. So, I mean, it's an oaky village, no matter how you look at it, but sometimes it's terracotta, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's stripped, sometimes it's not. How would that look if I knocked that one down? I think I'm actually going to do that, because it's a little bit crowded right up to this. Yeah. Let's just pretend there was never a house here. By demolishing this house real quick. Seems as though we had a diamond axe. Just shred through houses like it was butter. We can tear this thing down real quick. Oh, that's awkward. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realise you actually lived in this house. I mean, you shouldn't, technically, because you don't have a job site here. But, let's hop in bed as well, if you're in bed. And don't mind me sleeping on the side of your half-demolished wall.
I am asleep. Oh, okay.
There you are.
All good.
Yep. I hope you enjoyed that sleep there, sir, because before long you will no longer have a house to sleep in. I mean, there are plenty of beds everywhere else, so it's not like you're going to be without. There's that rain back again. Seems to be more of that these days. Maybe we'll hop in bed this time and actually sleep through it. That might stop it raining so much. You right to pop into bed too then, Novak?
Sorry, I was running over the sort of all-terrain that is this village, trying to get back to the house.
No worries, that's fine. Okay. Beautiful, look at that. Was there ever even really a house there? I don't remember there being one. Looks perfectly natural to me. So, great. Well, now that we've got ourselves a bit of extra terracotta, we can see about... Yeah, I'm onto you. As soon as I break this, you're hopping up into it, aren't you? Yeah, well you can't. Yeah. Are you looking for your house? You are, aren't you? You're the guy whose house we just broke. Don't mind us. Okay, so that's that side done. So all we need to do now is to completely line the sides. So, yes. Yep. So, bunch of terracotta here. In order to do this, don't need any windows on this side. It's just going to be weird. It's going to be just this big flat thing. The windows are on the ends. But anyway, that's just the way it is. I know there did used to be a house there, didn't there? Oh, maybe it's the bed you're concerned about. What if I stuck your bed down up here? You can be the one guy with the special bed. Look at that. Yeah. So, here's a question. If I were to do this, can that open? It can. Okay. Even though that's only it's because it's not a full block, right? I put it up that way. Oh, it can still open. Oh. Well, it's still not a full block. What if I just full on did something like this? See, now you can't open. So we can't put the terracotta straight on top of that, but it won't be able to open. We can put something else there though, like the stairs or a half slab or something. So now the million dollar question is, can I make something out of the terracotta? Like that crafting edge, where'd that go? So I can't make the terracotta into stairs. I guess that makes sense. So if I did do some sort of stair or slab there, it's going to be a different colour to this. Well, do we just put nothing there? Do we just have one square gap like this? I'd have to put terracotta behind it in this gap here. Right, let me see what I'm trying to show what I'm proposing. Yeah. Do we just do that? Yeah, if I swap that out for the terracotta there, that's going there, hasn't it? Yep. There we go, so it just looks like terracotta. Then we can just open that. We have our sign there. Yeah. I don't know so much about just all this being grass here. I was putting, say, these stairs here, and look at that. I like that we've somehow gotten 3 stairs. And I'm unable to place them correctly now. Yeah. There we go. Can I at all put that one in the diagonal? That, perfect. Yeah, yeah. So I'd want those to be oak planks as well. Okay. Okay. And that can be where our sign is. Okay. Okay. Sugarcane. So how much more terracotta do we need? Well, we can actually get the roof going. And then we can figure that out. Well, the roof just looks like it's just that real basic pattern. Can we still jump up on there? Parkour. There we are. Beautiful. This is where we find out we need more of this as well. Oh, did you hear that? That sort of made me jump a bit. But that was all the pistons going off. But that gave you a fright, sir, didn't it? Which means half that sugarcane got harvested. If the looks of it, it was that side. Which means if this has worked, and also there's a piece up there. Oh, there's a piece there. So there's a couple of bits of waste. Oh, right before our eyes. There you go. That's exactly how this is supposed to work. Aside from all the bits of random sugarcane that's just falling wherever. but it's doing its job. Which means once we hop down from here, we will check that chest, and we will hopefully find something near to 30 sugarcane. Because there were 30 sugarcane growing in there. There was like maybe 3 or 4 floating in there. So I don't know, like if we find more than 25 sugarcane, I would consider that to be very good. Maybe it's a good thing we've got all those extra strips oak logs, because we're not going to need the logs, but we do need more oak. So this is our way to get more planks. There we go, let's just turn that straight into planks. We're still going to need a lot more planks because this roof has to go up. If it's going to be anything like the others, it can't just be a flat bit of roof. It could, but based on how this one goes, this has to pyramid its way up, right? So we need a bunch more of that, so we'll just get a heap of that. We didn't end up needing doors and pressure plates after all, because I was going to put like a front doory thing on this. But I don't think I will. Well, I say I don't think I will, but maybe I should. Nah, let's just leave it open. Oh, bedtime again. Didn't even notice. We'll hop in bed. I guess that's one plus of being in a village. You don't need to keep an eye on the clock. You just have to watch when everyone else runs and jumps into bed. Oh, you're up to hop into bed too? No? Oh, there you go. Perfect. Okay. So, oh, you gotta check our chest. Ready, moment of truth, sugarcane, and look at that. 22, not bad at all. I did say if we had more than 25, that'd be amazing. Or excellent, or whatever I said, right? Perfect. So 22 is good enough. Right, that's done the job. That's sugarcane for free. That's 25 sugarcane we didn't have before. So, yeah, I know. Isn't that great? You don't even want the sugarcane. I think it's great. I don't need to light any of this up. In fact, I can't because there's redstone there, so I can't put anything in those blocks. But we're going to need, well, what are we going to need? This is 4 terracotta high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 by 4 there. 7, 8, 9 by 4 there. That's 36. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 41 more terracotta will do that side. I'm just going to do that. There we go. Nice. So 41 terracotta will do that side. This side. Well, 4. It goes all the way up. And then I guess 17, isn't it? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 15, of course, because that's 16, 17 turns. So 15 there, and alright, quick memory test. How many did I say for this other side? How many did I say we needed over here? Memory test for all of you at home. How about you, Novak? Are you paying attention to what I'm rambling about? How many terracotta did I say I needed for this side of the building?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm both checking if you're paying attention / covering the fact that I've forgotten what I said 10 seconds ago. I counted up how much terracotta I needed for this side of the building. It was 40 something. I said a number out loud and
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember it. Okay.
Oops. Sorry, I think it cut out. I can't remember either because
No.
yes, I was concentrating on turning melon slices into melons to get rid of some of them.
Well, this side's the easy side. That's 15 by 4 is 60. This side was 40 something. So it was 6 rows on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more on that. 7, 8, 9. So 9, 4 is 36. 3, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41. It was literally 41. Not just 40 something, it was 41. Yeah. Okay, so 41 on this side. 60 on this side makes 101. Terracotta is going to come in batches of 8. Just simply because it's not in the multiples of 8, we're going to die in the multiples of 8. So 8 goes into 104. So that's fine. So we'll have 3 left over. So we're looking for 104 terracotta, which means we need 104 clay blocks. And that's an awful lot of clay blocks, because 104 clay blocks is 416 individual clay, which seems ridiculous. At 64 a stack, that's many stacks. So let's look for all the clay we can find while we're here. And then we're gonna have to go on a bit of a clay hunt because I know that we don't have that much at home. There was literally one clay in the corner there. I had a peek down in the waters here. No clay on that side. No, this side. Aha, there's clay here. That'd be good. In fact, if we dig that out under the wall, I bet there's even more clay on that side. That up here. There's even more here. Okay. Well, surely it's not going to be enough, but it's a start at least. Let's get some clay. Oh, that's amazing. Digging with a diamond shovel with efficiency underwater. And it just doesn't even feel like I'm underwater. Oh, I like that. Alright. And clay does break pretty easily, so I'm just going to sneak under the wall very briefly. I'm going to do that. Ta-da! We're on the outside now. Oh, there's even more clay out here. Okay, that was a bit weird. Just sort of rubber banding everywhere there. That's what I should actually do, is make sure I've gotten all the clay from the inside before I continue out here. Otherwise I'm going to get myself in the back and front. So I'll get the clay over on this side. So I saw that continue under as well. Go down. Ooh! Just started to take 1 point of damage there. That was very close. Yeah, that's accessible from the other side, surely. Get back on the other side. Okay, well, let's sneak over to our little hole in the wall. There we are. Right there. It's almost like this hole was made for me. Whoops, wasn't even watching there. Suppose we better eat something and get some of those parts back. I mean, we're drowning in like the shallowest water, but still. I'm trying to avoid drowning where possible, regardless. There we go. That's that sorted. I do feel like I want to put some dirt back there. Not because I want to make that look tidy or anything, but I just want to make sure there's no hole in the wall there. So, we plug that through a hole. And that's really good there. Okay, so let's actually close the wall back up, which is fine. Yeah. I had a brief glimpse of how much clay I had in my inventory when I grabbed the dirt to swap that over, and I had more clay than I was expecting. But I guess it's because when you break one of these blocks, what you get 4 clay balls, don't you? Oops, that's how this works, isn't it? One block is made up of 4 clay balls, so you get 4 clay back when you break a block. Just start it down there. So let's top up on this lily pad and do some maths. Whoa, look at that. There we go. So I said we needed 101, which is really 104. 104 times 4 is actually 416. So we need to get 416 of these. So there's 64, 128, 256, 256 with another 128 is 256, 356, 376, 384 plus this 48, so we're at 384, which would put that at 424 plus the 8 is 432, which is more than we need. We only needed 416. We got 432. We got 16 extras. Nice. And it is the middle of the night and we're in the middle of a lake. Can I put my bed on lily pads? I can. That is so weird. There we are. Did not expect to be able to do that. Okay, well let's plug up the hole in the wall for the final time here. Okay, well we've set smelting here. At least that's what I would say if I actually had any coal. Let's turn these into blocks, shall we? So there's 96 blocks. 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104. And there's the 16 extra clay. Alright, so there's our 104 blocks. There's our 16 extra clay. Let's stick that in there. And what do you reckon? Is there still that coal down here at the cliff face? I know Novak was nabbing some of this at some point. Yeah, I feel like he has actually stripped all the coal away from there. That's fine. We will just run home and get some coal, because we have to run home anyway in order to get oak wood to finish the roof, because we're totally out of oak wood. We can drop off that door on the pressure plate. I guess it's mossy cobblestone. So we don't need that. Oh, I heard the pistons go again. Let's just check right now. 28, really? Well, that means only 6 more came in. I guess it's possible, if one side hadn't really grown up much. It's actually very dark in here, isn't it? I've made a spawning box, haven't I? Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about that. I'm going to do this without breaking the yeah. I'm breaking the glass. Of course now, so I've just made more trouble for myself. I'm going to get the piston to face the correct way. I'm going to have to go around and break the other side now. How do we do that? So the piston that's there. In fact, it's actually there. I've broken the redstone and everything. Oh dear. So there's the pit. Oh, of course. Piston faces the other way. And we're going to break the sugar cane and everything. Okay. Put that down. Put that there. Piston. And now we've blocked ourselves in. That's fine, because we can put the other torch up here. And pick up all the bonus sugar cane. But we definitely don't want to be in here when one of these goes off. So we definitely just going to push us into the water. It'll be kind of fun. Like on Wipeout, on the TV show Wipeout, where the things shoot out the wall and knock into the water. You can't really run up any more of this. I sort of hadn't ever really thought that through. I guess we should have put like a glowstone block in the center here. Maybe I actually go and do that really. But there's no way back in here. Except to come down the ceiling. So I just have to put a glowstone block in the center of the ceiling. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That'll light this place back up a bit more. So when we go home, we get a heap more oak wood, we get a glowstone block, we get some coal. Yeah, how do I actually get out of here? Let's see. Go back to the roof, don't I? That's another way to do it. Which means I'm breaking that. Breaking the roof. I'll do it my way up. Actually break that, so stand one block lower. That way I should still be able to place that down. There we go. And that's how I would have done this with torches. See, I should have just come in from the roof. So put that back there. Boy, what an effort that was. So right in the center, I'm going to put some glowstone. And can I reach the redstone in here? No, I can't. So I'm just going to have to put all that back there. Put one bit of redstone back there. There we go. Okay. Let's put a nice bit of sugar canes in the chest here. Okay, so we'll drop those off when we get home, and we'll get a heap more oak planks. I say a heap, but there really aren't that many left. So we'll get whatever we can. Alright, survive the first door gauntlet. Put one back through the nether. Oh, I'm just about to say first time. Never mind. You get it first time next time. Okay. I feel compelled to check on how the sugarcane house is doing here, but it won't have done anything since we were last here. That is untrue. I guess it does stuff while over Novak's back here. He will be coming and going in his own village affairs, so yeah, no, that's still ticking away. Let's drop off this mossy cobble in the build. There we go, I remember it. Oh, where is it? In one of the building block chests. This one's full of gravel. It's got various things. Let me put the mossy cobble in there, just because it makes the most sense. Coal? Yeah, we've got a moderate amount of coal. So put them back there. See, we've only got 64 oak planks. Hardly anything. And I bet, yep, we have no oak logs because we're the one that's used them all. Oh, damn. There's some fancy building materials. All the other things, I could turn those slabs back into things, can't I? Like if I put them down like that, I'm gonna break that. Is that just a yeah? No. Nope, the game's too smart. It knows that they are always slabs. Okay. Looks like we are going tree chopping for some more oak, because that will not be enough. But let's not forget the glowstone. Oranges. Or we could use a shroom light. No, let's just do glowstone. And coal. We were going to forget that, weren't we? I even looked in the coal chest. For some reason didn't pick any. We need 8 coal in order to do the 64 that's in there. And to do those we need another 5. There we go. And this clay can just go back with the rest of the other clay. There. Okay. So we are going...
Sleep time.
For tree hunting. Sleep time is it? Okay. Sorry, I'm in the basement, so... Yeah, thank you. I would have found that it was pitch black as soon as I got up this flight of stairs here. Just eating on the stairs. There we go. Doesn't look like anything had a chance to spawn. So, yeah, in the clear. And we are on the hunt for oak trees. Now, yes, there are a bunch of oak trees right there, but I don't want to destroy the aesthetic of things that are too close to our place. So I'm going to sneak over here to these oak ones. Knock these guys down instead. In the middle of this field of wild horses, apparently. This feels so great how fast this axe is. Yes, because it's got efficiency 3. Which is unbelievable. I genuinely don't know if fortune is actually doing anything with this axe. I feel like it must, because otherwise, why could you get fortune on an axe? Look how frivolous we're being, using it to break dirt. But this is probably, without a doubt, the fastest chopping axe I've ever used. It does, it just feels very nice to cut these trees down. In fact, the slowest part of this process now is trying to walk from one tree to the next tree. It's faster to chop the trees down than just to try and find out where the next stump of the next tree is. So this will be a lovely type of thing to get mending on. I mean, it's not that you use axes every day, but axes do get used quite a bit, and given all the crazy nether trees that Norak and Skeevers have enjoyed chopping down, I reckon one of the first priorities for all this enchanting stuff is to make sure that the 3 of us each have one of these axes with mending on them. So that way, we're just set for any kind of tree chopping we want to do. Okay. Not too fussed about all the saplings and bits and bobs. We go, oh, that's a good amount of wood there. I'm not going to turn all that into planks. I feel like that's enough, because that would be 4 more stacks of 64 planks.
I have some, is it oak planks that you're using?
Yes.
In another chest. It's my dump from the mines and then go back out chest. It's in my room. I will go and get.
That's fine. I've just spotted your
Can
nameplate there. I'll sneak up and have a little spy in your dump chest. Is this the correct spot up here in your room? Oh, there is a heap of random things in here, but there's no oak in here. Golden apple, powered rail. Warped fungus on a
Apologies,
stick.
I accidentally disconnected from the voice chat.
I did hear that noise, and wondered what was going on.
That was me. Sorry.
I just snuck up into your room. I'm assuming that's the chest you were talking about upstairs. And oh, that sounds like no, that's just disconnected again and back again, maybe. Back and forth. Okay, well, we're good with the amount of oak log that we've got at the moment here, so that's fine. We don't need to wait around for that. We'll just leave him to his business and get ourselves stuck on the doors instead.
Yeah, sorry. The push to talk button is right next to the hang up button.
Oh, so you're literally hanging up every time you're trying to talk.
Yeah, instead of it's fat fingers.
Never mind. Okay, first time, perfect. See, I think that's the easier side. And I think it's got to do with the way the door's not completely symmetric, because of course the door's flush on the outside, but on the inside that iron door has to stick into the block. So I think it's genuinely easier to go through the iron door in that direction, because the door's like closer. But on the other side, it seems harder because the door's further away. Technically, it's like it's on the other edge of the block. So you've genuinely got to travel a further distance in the same amount of time. So I guess that's why I would...
Maybe we should put the button on the other side, so that from opening the button to getting through the door, it's less for you to turn back.
Does
that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And it's probably a good idea, except once it becomes pressure plates instead of buttons, then none of it's going to matter.
That's a good point.
So let's put the coal in there. Okay, that'll get that going. We will get back up onto the roof. Not like that. So we'll jump properly. And up. Okay, third time. Jump up. There we go, parkour. Up again. Now, here's the challenge. Where's the center of the roof? Let's see. It is definitely this.
Are you in a place where if I teleport to you, am I going to fall off somewhere?
Alright, let me just go over and lean on the edge of this roof here. No, you're good. Feel free to teleport.
Okay, yeah, I will do that now then.
Welcome to the roof of the sugarcane factory.
Oh, that looks really cool.
I've styled it after this other pink building over here. You'll see more pinky sides and stuff when you're down on the ground.
Obviously.
But yeah, I've tried to make it blend into the rest of the village a bit.
Throwing myself off of the building.
Over this side, so you're better way down. You can jump onto the crafting table that floats.
Okay.
I had to move the floating crafting table to a different floating spot because the building got too close to it.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, I now have a load of emeralds and some books, so I'll go and make myself busy trading.
Nice. If you can find the librarian, you can turn your emeralds and books into books of mending. Just depends on how many different books of mending you want to end up with. I don't think we're ever really going to get a point where we somehow
we'll
have
need
too many.
At least 4. Yeah, we'll need at least 4 each for
if you want to put mending on all your armor.
Armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for tools and things like that. So.
Yep. I mean, depends how overboard we want to go, but yeah, mending on a sword, a pickaxe, an axe, a shovel,
We do have a mending book already. How many did you have?
I had 3 in the cartographer's chest.
Okay, well, I'll work out to get one of each tool with mending.
Yep.
And armor. I'll work out how much we actually need between us.
Yeah, sounds good. And of course, I've forgotten to check where the middle was. Let's see. So this was the middle, and this will be like 15, won't it? Or 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hold it. So we need the 8th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be the center. I'm just going to hang here, see if I can catch that one. Oh, did you hear that? That was a double piston fire. I think both sides went at the same time then. Let me put that back there. There we go. So we will turn that into one more stack. We'll go up another layer again. The roof on this one's going to be enormous compared to the others, but we're following the same pattern, I think. So we'll just pyramid the roof up and just see what happens. Technically speaking, I can actually save a bunch of this wood if I made this thing hollow. Because I am literally burying oak wood inside of this for no need. Are you able to open a bed there, Novak, or you want to just quickly skip? Actually, it doesn't matter. Let's not even bother sleeping. We're totally safe here, like I said before.
I have left my bed in the village that I was getting the
Yep.
emeralds from.
That's fine. Well, I'm going to let the night just happen, because as you'll find from our 1,000 torches, the city of 1,000 torches, nothing spawns in here. There will be tons of things that spawn out in the desert outside, but we're perfectly fine here. I say as I stand on a pitch black roof. That's fine. Nothing will spawn within up here. Well, you just excuse that guy out of bed.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out which one's the librarian, but
He's got like a
currently
red
can't.
and white hat sort of get up on. So I don't think he's any of those.
Also, yeah, the weaponsmith. Would it be worth getting those diamond pickaxes and then putting mending onto the one, because that has silk touch, doesn't it?
Absolutely. The Silk Touch diamond pickaxe will ultimately get
may as well
mending
put
on it.
mending on there.
Yep. I've got a complicated chain of enchantments in my mind. There's some really efficient enchanting that we have to do.
Just currently working out how many
mendings we need.
things I actually need.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll have to put together some sort of a flow chart for me to work out exactly what order we need to enchant everything in, because the problem is every time you put a weapon or an armor or something in an anvil, the cost to enchant it goes up. And once you've put something in an anvil about 4 or 5 times, the level cost goes up so high it becomes impossible to actually enchant it again. So in order to get more than the 4 or 5 enchantments on it, we have to do sneaky things like combine 2 enchanted books together, and so we enchant the enchanted book with the second enchantment, and do that a couple of times, and then put those on the weapon, so that the weapon itself only ever gets enchanted like the once. You know, there's like clever ways to do it that I've got to really plan out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will just be getting books for now. I won't actually do anything.
Yep.
I
No,
will
that's fine.
Get books and emeralds and wait for you to have
some
your
sort of
flowchart.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've got to work out like what we're even going to really aim for, because I mean, you want to try and get like efficiency and unbreaking and all this sort of stuff on some of these things in order to make them like, you know, really as good as they can be. Because if you're going to put mending on it, you also want to have unbreaking on them, so that they don't fall apart constantly.
Yeah.
And if you're going to have unbreaking on it, you might as well have efficiency on it, so that they're actually worthwhile tools that are faster. And then all the other bonus things.
This is an insane amount of torches.
Oh yeah. I've used up a lot of the torches from the torches chest.
I'm just looking at everything like, wow.
Yep.
So many.
It took quite a while. Like I started by just torching the
impressive.
paths. I just did the usual thing with going down the path. So I sort of counted a systematic amount down the path and put a double torch on each side, and I did that for all the road systems. And then when I got to the end, I just sort of ran sporadically around and just placed torches in all the gaps, which there was quite a lot of.
It does. It's sort of awe-inspiring.
But it does also mean that it'll never get dark here. This is the town of perpetual daylight.
Yes. Okay, I am completely lost trying to find this villager.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll go looking
they'll be
for
in
him.
bed, but
yeah. Well, I think I've just finished the roof there, so I'll pop down.
Brilliant.
And we'll just have a quick peek at how much sugar cane's in there. Nice, up to 41. From the time it's taken to build that, we've got 41 free sugar cane. We'll pop that in there. And we'll take that out of there. Librarian. There's a bed there that no one's using. No bed there. Oh, who's this? There's someone standing there that can't enter because of the carpet. That's fine. I sort of did that on purpose. Oh, there's the cartographer sleeping way over here. No bed here either. So where's the librarian then? Here he is, sleeping next to the sugarcane plant. In that one. Yeah, one thing I did forget was I'm going to have to dye this terracotta, which means I need a bunch of white dye, which means I need a bunch of white flowers, I guess. Hey, that's better than trying to find bone meal. Because I bet I've got flowers in the chest here. Oh, I don't. But there are flowers all over this place. White ones in particular, so... If I break these... Oh, it's light grey dye. That's not white. I need white. So, are there no white flowers then? Let's go down and have a look at... Here's my download. I was sure there was white flowers. These things, they're white flowers. Oxeye daisies. Does that give me white dye? No, they give me light
Between
grey
us
dye as
all, we
well.
now have 11 mending books.
Ooh! You must have burned through the emeralds there.
Yeah, when I said I had emeralds, I had a lot.
Did these price drop down any more below the 36 emeralds?
I'm not entirely sure. I will just go check.
Because I don't know that it would, but just in case, I mean, might save an emerald or two. Which in the scheme of things is not a lot. Really.
So this doesn't seem so good, but there's a piece of rotten flesh inside the... like, right next to the, what's it called? Right next to the librarian's house.
Right there.
Yeah. And I'm kind of wondering where that came from, but I did hear a zombie.
And there's a golem
So,
standing here.
yeah. So the golem probably killed it, but that's not good, because that means that things can spawn inside here.
Oh, it can't be inside the house. That's impossible. But I'm just looking at his roof, or maybe it's this
No,
farm.
I meant, it could have been, like, inside the walls, not
Yeah.
inside the house.
Maybe it's spawned in the farm there. Or it's on his roof. Is the other place. Let me quickly pull my way
It
up
is
to the
now down
roof.
to 34 emeralds, and the librarian has gone up a level as well. We
Oh,
now have
nice.
another enchanted book
And
available.
what book
It's
is it?
Bane of Arthropods 1.
Oh, that's a
And
waste.
also four regular books make an emerald.
Is that four books for an emerald?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
So those prices will possibly go down as well once we level them up more by getting more mending books.
Oh, I don't think I can talk to him while you're talking to him. That's alright. Okay, well I've just lit up that guy's roof. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, there's a spider over here.
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, a spider's a spider. I mean, they'll climb walls, so that's very hard to
Yeah, that's true.
stop.
But
That'll be a spider from
the
outside the
zombie was
desert.
obviously.
But
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you're not wearing a helmet?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you're on it. I'm
Yeah,
not
I had a
wearing
backup
anything.
one ready for that
I've
one to
got
break.
no
So.
armor on.
Oh wow, 4 books for an emerald. Not really worth it, but sure, that's fine. And yeah, Bane of
His
Arthropods
prices will go
1.
down. Like obviously, yeah, because he's apprentice. He's an apprentice now rather than
Yes.
whichever came before.
When I look at him, his prices are all set at normal price. So are the discounts unique to each
So,
player then? They must be.
oh,
Discounts must be
that's
based on whether or not they like the person.
right. Yeah. So that means now that I've done that, it might be worth me sort of doing more.
More with him in particular, because he's cheap for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. Okay, well I'll keep that in
Hmm.
mind then when we do a heap of buying, that we want to try and make sure it's the same person buying from, particular villages that we have, like our favourite
Yeah. I'm
customers, kind of
happy.
thing,
I'm happy to
to
be
be the
buying
mending
from
buyer.
the librarian. So yeah. That's all. That's fine. So does that mean the one that you've been giving paper
The
to, is it paper or
cartographer.
sugarcane?
No, it's
Yeah,
paper,
he'll
yeah.
probably be unique to you.
I'll go
Like his
check on him.
discounts will be unique to you.
Yeah, I'll just see if I can find him. Is he one of these pair? No, he's not. He's probably in his house, isn't he? He never hangs out with the crowd. Oh, no, there he is down there. He's gone back to his house there. Okay, well, some of his prices return to normal. One of them's discounted, that's fine. Because they do that after time anyway. They do slowly reset their prices after a while. Because it's only like a mildly temporary discount. I mean, it sort of varies. So what do I need? I need a bunch
I
more.
think I'm going to make my next project getting a ton of sand and glass panes
Yep. Well,
because yeah, I've used the emeralds for now.
Yep,
So
that's fine. Well, the torches trick for breaking the gravel that falls. Use that to get a heap of sand. So, see all
wait.
these mountains outside that are like full of sand. What you want to do is you want to dig like a bit of a cave underneath them where the sand transitions down to sandstone or cobblestone because they won't fall.
Oh, I didn't
So,
realise that worked for sand too.
yep.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
dig out a
Well,
big chamber underneath one of
okay.
these hills, put torches down everywhere, then break the ceiling and watch all the sand fall down, and that way you won't have to dig the sand.
Right. Okay. Brilliant.
That was
Okay.
half the reason
I'll be
why I
doing
set
that
up
then.
this village here, because being next to a desert really helps.
Do we have a way outside, or is
No.
it?
So, so either creative your way over. I will work on that at
Yeah,
some
I'll just do
point.
that.
I did intend. Where was it? This guy down here. His house is so close to the wall that I'm gonna, because he's got an inside floor, like an inside staircase that goes up to a balcony. I was going to keep his staircase going all the way up and bust it through his roof, so that inside in his house we
Oh
could get
yeah.
up onto his own roof, and then we can use it to jump over the wall,
Yeah, that would work.
and that would
Because
be like
then,
a
like,
nice way
whilst
to.
we can do that, the villagers can't.
Yeah, exactly. Um, and in fact, even more to the point,
Okay.
in this guy's house, I've discovered that see this carpet here on the ground. That carpet means that, technically speaking, this gap right where the carpet is not 2 blocks tall. It's like 1.9 blocks tall, which means a villager can't walk in this door because it's not tall enough for a person to fit.
Oh,
I mean, I can fit,
that's
but a villager can't.
yeah.
So, in fact, no
That's
one can actually
strange.
enter this house. Well, no
Oh,
villagers can enter the house, but you know what I mean. Which was a
yeah.
complete fluke.
That's
Yeah.
that's weird but cool.
Because what had happened before, that carpet was actually inside a bit closer over to near this ladder here, and the carpet was positioned around the
Right.
ladder. That meant that a villager had walked up this ladder and climbed up on their balcony, and they could never get down again. because when they tried to come down the ladder, the carpet there prevented them from walking back into the house.
Oh, that's funny.
So I just moved it over to the doorway and got the
But
villager
yeah,
out.
now you've
But,
made it so that
yeah.
they can't get into the actual house.
So we can just use that as our
So
own
that
personal
works.
staircase house. So, but yeah, so we'll sort that out at some point, get a nice little setup going there. But I'm going to have to run back home because I need a couple of bone meal in order to get a couple of white dye in order to turn this
I have
terracotta.
a couple of bone meal.
Oh, you actually
I
have
have
some bone meal
4
on?
bone meal on me.
How much?
Yep, I have 4.
4 will do me a start. I'll take them. Thank you. I don't suppose you have any wheat seeds on you?
Yeah, I have a full stack and then 15 extra.
Ooh. Well, you know what? Do you mind giving me all your wheat seeds, or are you hanging on to them for anything?
I did it again. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can give you those. We have tons of them.
No, that's
Yeah,
good then,
I
because
will.
I've snuck a composter out of this chest, and I'm going to compost those wheat seeds down into bone meal. That might save me a trip home.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll give you those then.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. I will just duck into the impossible to enter house just so that. Oops. Oh, you won't believe what I just did. I went whoops whilst trying to open the door. The worst part about this sort of stuff is you can't right click dirt. It's got to be grass. So we've got to wait for grass to spread to that. But grass will only spread to adjacent blocks. So I'm going to have to do
I'm talking
that.
whilst still got forgot about push to talk. So yeah, I was about to do that. You've done it again.
I just did it on both sides. Doubles its chance of spreading.
Okay.
Also, you got the compost in
Okay.
there. And it's raining on top
And
of
now it is
everything.
raining.
Well,
But
you
yeah,
chuck us the
without.
composter. I'll do the rain.
Okay.
There we are. Thank you. Yes, I had intended to open this door and do that in here, just so that no one tries and becomes a farmer while I'm composting.
Yeah, that's a clever way of doing that.
The real question is this going to be enough, or am I going to be exactly one short? I think I'm actually going to be 1 or 2 short. Can I put rotten flesh in here? Nope. What can I put in the composter? I mean, I literally could harvest some of their wheat here, couldn't I? I mean, they actually have like farms with wheat growing. Let me do exactly that. I can put wheat in the compost, can't I? Oh, have I literally never? Yeah, of course I haven't. I've got an achievement for planting a crop, so I've never done that before. Yes, I can put wheat in there. Okay, so let me harvest their crops for them and use that to compost. I see you trying to come in here. There literally is an unemployed villager standing at the door to this house, desperately wanting to become a farmer, but he can't fit in. You just have to watch me, mate. I'm doing the farming. Okay, well there's 9. bone meal. We will see if that's enough in a moment. Alright, let's put it in the composter. We don't get too disappointed. And some meat on our way. And it looks like we are getting steadily darker. Yep. Oh, I was just about to ask you if you're keen to sleep. Well, you might sleep now, depending on where you are. I guess that means the torch strategy didn't work.
Yes. The torch strategy did, but I removed a block and then the entire ceiling fell in on me.
Yes, gonna happen.
So instead of just that line falling,
Yep.
everything fell.
Yep. So the way that gravity works in Minecraft is that blocks that fall, like sand and gravel and stuff like that, they don't know that they're floating until a block near them updates. So it's literally a chain reaction. So you can have like
Right,
sand
so
that spawns
then I
like
suffocated.
floating like in the world
Okay.
generation, and it'll stay floating there until a block next to it falls. So by making one block fall, you made every other block around it aware that it was floating, so it fell, which made all the blocks around it aware that it was floating, so it fell. And so yeah, you sort of just you can trigger an avalanche.
Right. Yeah. Well, I did, evidently.
That's alright. It happens. Okay, let's turn that to die. Let's dye that up. That was terrible. Okay, we literally need 2 more. How have we got not a multiple of 8 left? That's a little bit bizarre. I thought the maths checked out here perfectly. You know what, I'm going to compost on the roof. That'll show them. Can't reach me up here. Aha, what do you think about that? And now roof farmer. Literally still not enough. I need a tiny bit more. Ah, that's how, because we had extra left in there still. I didn't even notice that. Okay, wow, so I need 3 more. So we're going to have to go and do a bit more farming for them. Where are the other crop fields? That was the one I just did. I know there's more. Oh, there's one down there, isn't there? Is there one over here? That's right, there's one down here. Oh, but these ones were carrots. Oh, there's a wheat there. Yeah, carrots fine. They'll compost, won't they? Pretty much what we're planning. Yeah. Go and compost them.
I have decided that I am going to use one of the mending books on my diamond sword because
Yep.
that is the most worth it, and I'm still using it currently.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. But yeah, I'll leave the rest until we've got ideas of
Yeah, just how fancy
what to
we'll get the
enchant first.
enchantments. Yes.
Yeah.
So at this rate, I feel like it would have actually been quicker in the long run for me to have run home and grabbed a stack of bone meal than it would have been for me to have spent all this time fiddling around, getting the bits I need to compost and composting them, finding out I haven't got enough, going and getting more things to compost. And that's that. Okay. Perfect. Okay, that should be enough to do the entire wall now. Yep, that's a good sign. We've got 63 left, and this side needed 60. So we have enough terracotta with the 3 left over that we said. Because it was 101 we needed, and round that to the nearest 8 above was 104. So we have our 3 left over. So for once, we actually figured it out correctly ahead of time, unlike about just about everything else that we've not figured out correctly in advance. There, perfect. Let's just torch it up a little bit more around here, just for appearances. Okay, we have ourselves a sugarcane factory over in this village now, with 59 sugarcane there already. So that's nice. Let's go I'm just popping that bed there. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going over to the cartographer's place, dump some of these things in his chest, put that one back. I suppose we have this sort of thing here. I don't really know why. I can all come home. Yeah. Yep, there's 3 books in there. Some bits of paper. We can. Yeah, whatever paper. That's alright. All the rest of that can go home. It's all on its way back. Let's see. I think we're in a pretty good position at the moment. What I might just do. That's all having a nice happy chat there, jumping around. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, everything's up at full price at the moment, but you know what? I might just go get a bunch of sand myself. I mean, my next job on the actual list of jobs to do is build the minecart track in the nether tunnel. But it's going to take a little bit of fiddling, a little bit of rearrange, and I don't want to commit to that much extra time here. we are getting close to wrap up here. This has been a 2.5 hour session. I tend to cap out at 3 hours on these stream sessions, so we might just sneak out of town very briefly in order to go and try a bit of sand collection ourselves. Yeah, I did just see bones and rotten flesh, yeah. I'd pick them up. We've got plenty of bits and bobs. Oh wow, but we're getting close to night time again. Caves and things up there in the hills. Let me go over to one of these ones up here. Is there another entrance to the cave system? Nope.
Did you say it was night again?
Yes. You right to sleep?
Yeah. Well, I'm like 2 stories away from my bed, so can
There we
I
go.
just yeah, thanks.
No worries. Let's see. This is a nice hill. So what if we were to just do a bit of that? I mean, it's almost just quicker to dig. This is such a nice shovel to how fast that goes. Wow. Interesting. There we go. Whoops. Go around that. I realise it's probably not the most exciting here at the moment, and somehow there was no torch there. I'm genuinely torn about whether or not I should just be digging with the shovel. And that's a lot of sand we've got there. I think it's the sandstone. Let me just go and use the shovel for a little bit and just see how good it feels. I mean, the torch thing's nice, but you've got to get a lot of it to fall. Like, I was trying to make my way into this hill, and that rabbit just suicided. Yep. Wow. Okay. But it's a huge hill, and I feel like I can just demolish it with my super speedy shovel. Let's jump properly. Let's go to the top and just tear this thing down. See how fast this is. I mean, it's a tool and I'm using durability, yeah, but this cost 11 emeralds. Oh, that's so unexpected. Why was there a creeper at the top of this hill? And why did I not put my shield up? Wow, there was just a creeper in the desert somehow. And he's walked up the hill. Okay. Anyway, yeah, like 11 emeralds. And this is going to last for ages. I mean, I can see its durability going down. Barely, but it is. But, you know. I guess the problem with doing something like this, as satisfying as it is, to tear down a big hill like this, you get this sort of issue, where you run into sandstone. Now, there's a big sort of sandstone mountain inside of this sand mountain, and that's really going to slow this down quite a lot. So what you really want to do is find a big flat bit of desert and just shave the sand off the top. So, like this bit here, that's all just sand. So it would be more efficient for me to just do a really boring thing and just run along this whole thing and just shave this layer of sand off the top here. That'll be the fastest digging, least amount of direction changing possible, that kind of stuff. So I think what we'll do to finish off this session is we will just grab a bunch of this sand, head back home, probably queue this up in the automatic smelting system. What I'll do, the one with the hoppers rigged into the furnace, just stick the stacks of these, because I mean it doesn't have to just only be netherrack. And let's do it again. It doesn't have to. Oh wow, okay. So all these things have just instantly spawned in the desert the minute the weather turns like that. It wasn't even like a period of time. That'll explain where the creeper came from then. He's instantly spawned at some point when that weather turned before. No, he didn't quite make it. Yeah, the automatic netherrack smelter that turns the netherrack into bricks and into blocks. You can use that for anything. So, if I've got a mountain sand that's going to turn into glass, then I can just stick all this sand in that chest above, and it will slowly make its way through. Whenever anyone's back at home base, that will just slowly turn to glass. And glass equals glass panes, and glass panes equals emeralds. The real question is like what the economy of scale is here, in the sense that how does the emeralds I get from all of this sand compare to the cost in emeralds to get this shovel, right? So it was 11 emeralds to get this shovel. I'm not 100% certain, but I feel like a diamond shovel has something like 1,000 uses in it. Hi in the chat there, Skeevers. Thanks for tuning in to see what we're doing. You've just caught us at the exciting moment of digging up some sand using our Diamond Efficiency 2 shovel, which we've got for 11 emeralds. And we were about to commence some maths. I was just wondering, since this costs 11 emeralds to get this shovel, if I were to just dig up sand until the shovel breaks, is that going to get me 11 emeralds back? Or can I just keep buying more shovels with the sand money kind of thing? And I don't know it offhand. I haven't looked it up, but I get the feeling, and we will just fix that. I get the feeling that there's something like 1,000 uses in a diamond shovel, which means that's 1,000 blocks of sand. Just rough ballpark here. It could be 2,000, could be 1,000 a bit, could be less than 1,000. Don't know. I think it's about 1,000. Like, it's not hundreds. I think it's 1,000. Which means 1,000 sand, which means 1,000 glass. Given enough time, right? Which it's going to take a while to smelt 1,000 sand into 1,000 glass. But anyway, 1,000 glass. Now, what does that check out to be? You turn, you'll turn 6 glass into 16 glass panes, right? So 6 glass becomes 16 glass panes. So you trade them in multiples of 6. So 1,000 glass is something like 166 lots of 6. So you make 166 crafts into the 16 panes. So we need 166 lots of 16. So that is 2,666 glass panes. And the villager will, he wants 11 glass panes normally, but when I get them down cheap, it tends to drop to 10. So we'll just work under 10. So if 10 glass panes will give me 1 emerald.
I hate to tell you this, but it's
Yep.
1,600 blocks.
There's
That can be
1,600.
broken.
Ah, you've looked up the efficiency,
Yeah.
have you? So it's not 1,000, it's 1,600.
Yeah. If it's a diamond shovel, right?
Yep. Diamond shovel with
Okay.
no
Well,
efficiency, with no. It does have an
yeah.
efficiency, it doesn't have
Then
unbreaking, so yeah.
Yeah, it's 25 full stacks
Ah,
for
this is
which
just
is
putting on the chat.
1,600. So
1,600.
you should probably get your money
I will
back
definitely, because I'm almost at the
with
end of the
that.
calculation there.
Yeah.
And 1,600 just means 60% more than what I was about to conclude. So I just
Yeah.
gotten up to 2,666. And we will clear that weather again. 2,666 glass panes, which at 10 per emerald is 266 emeralds. But it's an incredible amount of time, and you can only get 16 emeralds at a time, because after you've traded with him 16 times, he's full for the day. So it will take ages to actually even trade them into emeralds. But that's 266 emeralds. And that was working off 1,000 uses, so 1,600 is 60% more. So we need 60% more than 266, which will be 3/5 of that, which will be 150 in a bit. So 200, 300, 400, like 420, say. That's a good enough number, 420. So 1 diamond shovel broken from just digging up sand, and my inventory is actually full. Let's throw some spider's eyes.
I had to get permission to say this first, but you said 420. Blaze it.
Yep, that was kind of the point. So, yeah, so an 11 emerald investment returns 420 emeralds, given a load of coal to smelt it, and a load of time and patience to wait for the smelting to happen, and to wait for the villager to accept that many trades. I mean, you could speed it up by having many different furnaces smelting all at the same time, and by having multiple cartographers there that will all accept the 16 emerald trades, 16 times between each of them. But it's a long man's game. You're playing for patience here. And in all honesty, in the grand scheme of things, look, this diamond shovel is nearly broken now. that's how far we've actually gotten through all of this. So it's actually not going to take that long in terms of physical time to break the shovel compared to the sheer amount of time it would take to turn all this back into emeralds. Yes, nerd is correct. let me make a bit of space and just completely load my inventory. We don't want an egg, we don't want the string, we don't even want the cactus. I'm happy to lose 3 bone meal, and I'm also going to give up on 5 sticks. But I will not throw away that dirt. So we will fill that inventory up, and then we will call
Also, theoretically, you could use the shovel to get a fair number of emeralds, and then use the emeralds and a book to get mending on it anyway.
Absolutely. So you don't have to just break the shovel every time. It's this is kind of like the laziest option of just purely digging, and when the shovel breaks, just buy a new shovel with the profits you've got and just keep digging. But yeah, you could totally optimize this by, just getting a better shovel even. Just putting unbreaking on the shovel. As soon as you do that, the shovel lasts longer before it would break. And that just increases the output. So with mending on it as well, that's going to do so much more, because if you hold the shovel when you take the glass out of the furnace, right, because as you smelt the sand in the glass, taking the items out of the furnace gives you experience, so that will power up the mending on the shovel as long as you're holding the shovel while you do it, or if you've got the shovel in your offhand. So, whoops. Oh, look at that. Hi guys. No, 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 no. Now let's leave that. What was I saying? Yeah, if you're oops, don't actually throw the shovel away. Whatever you do. Yeah, if you're actually holding the shovel in your main hand or in your off hand, when you're taking the glass out of the furnace, the experience you get from smelting the sand in the glass, I have no idea what the actual efficiency of experience is in terms of mending things, how much durability that restores, but I reckon that would go even further to combating this. I doubt it's going to be a one-to-one thing. Like, surely it's not going to be at the point where, breaking one sand with a shovel uses up 1 durability, smelting that 1 sand makes 1 glass, pulling that 1 glass out of the furnace. If that gave 1 experience back, which I doubt it will, but if somehow it does, then it's completely 1-for-1, and the shovel will never break. It will be self-sustaining, because the amount of sand it makes equals the amount of experience, which equals fix the weather again, which equals a never broken shovel. But you don't get that much experience back from smelting things. You're not going to get 1 experience for every 1 item. So, because there's got to be a net loss. You can't game the system that much. Maybe if the shovel had unbreaking on it, like a really high level of unbreaking, maybe. And in some sense, that is the end goal of all this, isn't it? We are trying to break the economy in these villages by trading them their own backyards for their emeralds, and then to use that to enchant things to ridiculous proportions. Right, so I guess that is the name of the game. How are we going? Well, we're nearly full. Just get a tad more sand, and then we'll have a full inventory of sand. and we can run home and call it. So there you go. Even if this is as boring as watching sand get shoveled, we can at least talk some interesting maths while we do it. 51, nearly there. Let me shave a little bit off this bit. $63. 64. There we go. Oh, wait, then that's sandstone. Actually, you know what? You know what? You don't need the sandstone. And we're gonna have to fix that. Okay, looks like we bought ourselves one extra stack. $41. Alright, I'm up quick. Shave the top of this bit off. I think the way I did this in practice in my own private playthrough on Sharky Streamtopia in my desert village was oh look at that, we were done and I didn't even notice. Let's start heading back. Was I found a desert temple and I basically just demolished the desert temple down to the ground level. The sandstone that I got out of it, I used to build the wall around the village, and the sand I got out of it, I turned into just sneak back inside. There we go. So that's how we get in. None of that keeps asking how do we get in and out and stuff like that. And yep, I've got plans. Right, that's exactly how you do it. That's how you get in and out. Yeah, turned a whole desert temple into sandstone for the walls and sand for the trades. So, how much have we got? Look at that. There's not much, but it's getting there. It's actually turning into sugarcane. That's just free emeralds there. And tomorrow's this evening, we have another baby. We have another baby. Must be all that bread that I gave everyone. I must have so much bread. That's fine. How do you do that? You're not a baby way up there, are you? No, you're a full-size unemployed guy, aren't you? With no job. That's it. Alright, let's run this all home. I wonder if this iron golem's ever going to get unstuck from that square. I don't think you can. You can't climb up there, and you're not going to willingly drop off the edge. So I think you just live there now. Probably with that chicken. So, there you go. Enjoy. There's nothing else we're doing here. I'm just looking at that shovel. Unbelievably, that shovel still exists. It is nearly broken. What is it in the chat? 25 stacks. Well, there's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Look at that. I have 24 stacks in my inventory. So, I guess you're right. 25 stacks.
Skeevers is telling you to hit the golem. That'll push him off.
Oh, of course. I knew that. Maybe when we go back through. How about that? Oh, wait, no, we weren't going back through because we're coming back here to deposit the sand and go home. So, maybe another time. I can just run around with a hotbar full of nearly broken things. We've got pickaxe that's nearly broken with no backup. A diamond shovel that's nearly broken, no backup. The iron sword will last forever. Oh, and my favourite, I just love that axe. That's amazing. Once everyone gets one of those axes, you will see why I rave about it so much. And once we put mending on that, oof. Come on, first go. Oh, how did that? What did that look like on the stream? Like, I'm genuinely interested in that. I think I'm going to have to clip that. I was through the door. Like, I was coming down the stairs, and it bounced me back in. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, I was sure I was about here, just like that time when the door closed. And somehow it pulled me back in. I guess I wasn't worthy that time. Oh, excuse me. Let's check on this sugarcane place. Seems that we've now got 2 sugarcane factories. See, it's getting there. I emptied it out a while ago, and it's on its way back. So, it's all just free emeralds slowly making itself in the background passively while we do other things. Like dig up mountains of sand for more emeralds. What did I work it out as? This was 420 emeralds, wasn't it? Which is way more, like way more than what the sugarcane's ever going to give us, which kind of makes me a little bit sad in a sense, because got all this trouble to set up this automation, and yeah, it's free emeralds, you don't have to do anything, it's just slowly giving me emeralds, and it's great, but does this just prove it's actually so much faster to dig the sand yourself and just live with this? I'm just mousing over all of these because, yep, right there. Because I thought I saw the word sandstone appear. Look at that. You had a fake sandstone in there all this time. Naughty, naughty. Let's put you with the other sandstone where you belong. There we go. That's all making its way down to the hopper. Hopper's slowly filling up from the chest. That's filling up the furnace. The furnace is cooking it. Turning the glass. It's coming out here. There we go. 15 nanobricks there. That's fine. Rather, I've taken it out. We'll put that with in the empty nether bricks chest. Yeah. There's only a little bit of coal there, so I'm going to put some more coal back in there. Just because that's going to take a bit of time to work its way through there. Let's justify them up on the right there. There we go. That'll work its way down. That's smelting. That's turning into glass. Eventually all that glass, well, the most efficient way to do it would be to transport it back over the village as glass. Because when you turn it from glass into glass panes, there's so much more of it. So you want to transport it over as glass, while there's still only the 23 stacks of it. And you can carry 23 stacks of glass over there. Because once it becomes glass panes, it's going to massively inflate to like 40 stacks of glass panes or something. Okay, inventory's nice and clean. Looks like we're all good. I could probably do with a backup stone pickaxe, really. That's going to break any minute now. So, seeing as though there is a chest with thousands of them, let me just grab one. That always spooks me. I always spin around and see that. Sometimes I think it's Novak there, sometimes I think it's something else. But, because it all. It always gets me when I spin around. Let's take the secret tunnel back to the treehouse so we can call it this session. I think that's been a solid 3 hours. I'm just looking at the timer there. Ah, Novak's cleaned up the bit of grass block. We had an Enderman down here before, but I dropped a grass block there, and I just left it there because I thought it was funny. But Novak must have got rid of it. Or maybe I did, I can't remember. But we've had a good 3 hours there. 3 hours and 4 minutes now, I think. Back home again. If we go and check the to-do list, actually we're going to find a lot of these are well out of date now. I'd say a lot of it. Literally one of these is out of date. Line up the village. Done. Let's put that back up. Let's just back one. Build a train line to the village? Yeah, well, we've still got to... There's the rain. We've still got to do that, and maybe that's the first thing we get on to next session. and we've got some other stuff going. That'll give the sand a bit more time to smelt. I'll try and do that one on camera. Make sure that I'm streaming when I do that, just because that might be at least interesting to watch the train line get built through there. Yeah, build more treehouse extensions. We have really sort of neglected our treehouse space a bit, haven't we? The orange box has gotten a lot of extensions in recent times. And the treehouse only ever got the one extension, and that was literally to build a room solely to contain a to-do list. Which, yeah, let's how about that? There we go. How about? Yeah. Aha! Now we'll never know who's supposed to actually do that. Actually, no, it's me, isn't it? It is me. That's not what I was trying for after all. There. Huh. There we go. That'll do. I don't know what I was saying anymore. Train line, yes, we'll do that next time. We're streaming, so it'll be fun to watch. Treehouse extensions, yes. We literally built an extension purely to put a room with a to-do list in it. So we should do some more treehouse extensions at some point, because the orange box is really outshining us. Doesn't look like a mushroom. I don't know. This isn't even mushroom blocks, it's birch. It looks like a birch tree. You wouldn't call a birch tree a mushroom. I guess it's because it's got the mushroom top on it, doesn't it? It's got like the overhanging roofy bits. Well, look, maybe I actually go and get a mushroom biome next time and use that to build the thing instead. Oh dear. Well, look, I think that's about it. I was going to put some more things on the to-do list, but maybe we do that next time. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we do that next time. Think of more things. Think of more stuff. Think of more things for the list. There we are. Put that on the to-do list because that is something we need to do. So let's call it there, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's been a productive session, a long session, but a productive one. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will catch you in the next stream.